Stuart Litt, thank you for hosting us here at the Hygrade Deli in
My
Corktown
pleasure.
on Michigan Avenue.
My pleasure.
You own the place. How long have you been here?
Been here 48 years with my
Wow.
dad. My dad bought this place 48 years ago from the original owner, and I've been here practically every step of the way.
Tell us about the history of Hygrade Deli.
Hygrade Deli started down the street in the old Western Market, which was on 20th and Michigan Avenue, and through the 50s and the 60s. And then in about the middle of the 1960s, when they had to knock the market down to build the I-75 freeway. When they did that, the original owner located to where we are right now. And then in 1972, my dad bought it from him.
Stuart, why'd you take over for your dad? Why did you decide to stay in the family business?
Well, there's a bit of a story there. When I was going to college at Wayne State University at night while I was working here, and right as I graduated college with a business degree, my dad had the first of a series of mild health setbacks. He had a minor heart attack. He couldn't work for 4 months, and then when he did come back, it was very slowly and gradually. I had to stay and run the store, and I had visions of, once he came back full time, of then taking my degree and doing something with it. Well, I never did. I stuck around, and I'm still here.
I got
hooked on it. I had to see my dad through.
So you've seen the highs and lows of this part of town,
Absolutely.
and probably of this business.
Yes.
Tell me how your clientele has changed, how business has changed during that nearly 50 years here.
Sure. Well, back when my dad took it over, right down the street on Clark Street was a Cadillac assembly plant.
Right.
We got a tremendous amount of business from Cadillac, the assembly line workers, and the people in the office, the white-collar people. Also, we did a lot of business from downtown. A lot of the lawyers and the judges from the court system came in here. Well, if you remember, slowly they knocked down the Cadillac building, and then Detroit in general kind of died off, and we kind of died off as Detroit did, and it was very concerning for a long period of time. But I stuck it out, and people kept telling me, stick it out, and now, thank God, we are benefiting from the resurgence of Detroit downtown Corktown.
And you're really on the edge of Corktown's boom. You talked about the Cadillac plant going away. Just down the street here, Ford is redoing the Michigan Central Depot. What do you expect to happen to your business once that is renovated and popular?
Well, once it gets up and running with the 5,000 people that they're planning on, I kind of expect it to be reminiscent of the days of when we had the Cadillac plant right around the other corner.
Who's your clientele now?
We get a little bit of everybody. Professional people, blue-collar people, a lot of construction workers, especially with things going on in the area with construction, a lot of neighborhood people.
Yeah. What's going on in the neighborhoods around here?
Well, of course, the Ford train station
But
being rebuilt.
I mean the residential neighborhoods. This is an old residential
Yes,
neighborhood.
yes, it was. And many years ago, Habitat for Humanity came in right behind our store here and built between 70 and 100 brand new homes. So there was a resurgence of people in there. Other than that, it's been kind of quieted down. There's maybe some things in the works, but nothing going on just yet.
So your patience has been rewarded. What are you expecting over the next 10 years, say, and what's going to happen to Hygrade Deli?
That's a very good. That's the $64,000 question, Nolan, because I'm not getting any younger. I'm going to be 65 years old very soon. And
Me too.
When you talk about 10 years from now, I highly doubt that I'm going to be here 10 years from now. So what's going to happen to Hygrade Deli? Well, it all depends. Eventually, I'm going to want to sell the place.
There's not a next generation?
No.
So we have watched, Stuart, the progression up Michigan Avenue, starting sort of close to downtown, and the near downtown strip. We've seen that progress gradually move out here. You have 2 James down the street, you've got Tukoi down the street, and it seems like the redevelopment of Michigan Avenue keeps stretching westward. You're about on the far end of it, but things are happening all around you.
Yes, they are. The bridge, I-75 going underneath Michigan Avenue, that's kind of a barrier, because that's technically where Corktown stops, and then you have the next section, which is where we're located in. So yeah, it's kind of like everything's developed on the downtown side of that I-75 bridge, but you know, things are happening very slowly. There's some things in the work, but you know, it takes money and this and that and the other thing to get things moving.
But you do see a day maybe when the Dearborn business strip on Michigan Avenue and the Detroit business strips are pretty contiguous, filled in.
That's what Ford actually would like to see done, to connect the train station with the glass house in Dearborn. That's going to take a long time.
But you're in the middle of it.
And I'm in the middle of it, so it could be very good for Hygrade Deli or anyone else that takes over Hygrade Deli from that point forward.
You saw it through its comeback, or seen through its comeback?
Yes, it's
rewarded
still,
for your patience.
yeah.
Again, when you talk about the restaurant itself, the deli itself, what's most popular items on your menu?
Well, we specialize in corned beef, and our grilled Reuben sandwich is our signature sandwich. We sell probably the most of any sandwich, corned beef wise, is the Reuben. It's we push it, and we get great reviews on it. It's quite well known here.
And most of your customers, long term, you see them day after day or week after week?
So we see them, and sometimes twice a day.
No kidding.
Yes.
You serve breakfast too?
Yes, breakfast and lunch only. We're not open for dinner.
Stuart, Litt, thanks again for
Thank you very
having
much.
us here. Great place.
Thank you very
And
much.
I had the Reuben. Terrific.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to have you.